Hey guys, my name is Rudy, and today we're going to install replacement speakers. The speakers on the bottom are the ones that were actually in my car for 20 years. My car is a 2003 325i. My thing is I was going to install the driver's side, make sure everything goes well, and then I was going to do the passenger side to show you guys. Well, plans changed. The speaker on top was shipped to me like this, so I have to contact the manufacturer or the shipper to figure out what they're going to do with this. It's a minor thing, it does work. I did test it, but I paid for a good speaker and this thing looks like this, so that's going to be a problem. So, when we last left our hero, he was looking at the door that I removed. You can actually take a look at the video on how that was done, and this is where we are. The only difference between the left side and the right side is this cable here. You want to be very careful. There's a plug that goes down here that controls all your mirrors. This thing's been messed with for a while. You can see some of the stuff here is missing. One or two have been replaced. This is what happens when you're working with a 20-year-old car. I did forget to mention if the tweeter needed replaced. Mine, the tweeter is fine. If you need to replace it, reach down here, pull the plug right out, and you actually unscrew this. Remove the top and then push down, and this self-contained unit, if you're going to take this thing out, I don't know if it's sold. I assume it will be sold with the actual casing, but if not, you can put a screwdriver in here and these couple of points here and try to get that out. I'll give you a view of it. But for 20 years this one is still sitting pretty, so we are fine. Not planning to replace that. If it ain't broken, I ain't gonna try to fix it. So I'm going to reinstall this. Again, operating with one hand, so you have to excuse me for any shortcomings on that one. And you would just replace the cap back on here. Finding the right side and not strip out the plastic. Again, this is a 20-year-old car, so you got to be really nice to it. Good and tight. Okay, now this plug only goes in one way. Should be coming in the same way it was facing. Slide it in, snap it in, and that leaves you with this. So this is the thing on BMWs. If you want to switch over speakers, and this is also one of the reasons that I kept mine the same, BMW likes to have this proprietary plug over here on theirs. This is my new speaker, no dents. And since using this proprietary plug, mine's going to go in the one on top. If you had to, you could take out the top one, or there is an adapter that's sold on Amazon that takes this plug and turns it into a standard prong that's been used on all the other ones. I just didn't want to go through the hassle, so I'm just reinstalling what I already had and what I already feel that works pretty well. So you put the speaker in, you got 3 holes. 3 holes are matched. There's one there, one back here, and one up here. I'm going to attempt to put this in without much headache, I hope. And the magnetism is strong with this one, that's for sure. If I run into problems, we're just going to kind of give you the principle of what needs to be done, kind of like I do on my express videos. I do like to put them in by hand because they proved to be pretty difficult when I test tried this last time. I want to get them started by hand. Over the years, as different people touched my car, they didn't put the springs, they didn't put the right screws back, or all the screws back. Unfortunately, that's what the shops you deal with. And as I was learning my way around Miami, that was exactly the case. That's exactly what happened here. You pick your mechanic and you stick with them. There's a little old running joke. It says, I love my mechanic, he screwed me more times than my wife. My other favorite sticker when it comes to auto mechanics or auto cars in general, don't laugh, it's paid for. And that's the exchange of an older vehicle like this. Like I said, you can see this thing's been through the hills, but I really did my best to try to take care of it. I just installed the wheel cover up here. and I'm trying to make this thing last. Like I said, these speakers have been in here 20 years, which I can't really ask for much more. So cables are in good and tight. Plug is going to go here at the very top. Go it in, click it in. I did the audio test earlier. I already know it works. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to try to hang the door, which is going to be right here. The little white piece is going to slide here this end first, then kind of go down like this is my finger. That's my plan. We'll see how well that plan works out here. So lift the door. Again, I'm a one-person operation. Helper would be so awesome. So down here, that's the area that I was referring to. You can kind of wiggle it around. And you want to clamp it down on the back side. This connects your doors. And one of the reasons I wanted to do the opposite side was the fact that I don't have to deal with this extra cable. But since they sent me a crappy or a damaged speaker, I have no choice. That, and I wanted to get this thing taken care of and not have to mess with it again for a while. And if I run into too much difficulty here, this is just an issue with the door system. It is plastic. You have to be really careful with it. Do not force it. So looks like this is going to be a problem. So you're supposed to slide it in. I'm going to have both hands. So I'm going to put the camera down, but I'm going to wrap up this video just by going in forward over here, lining it out. This goes down, click it into place over here, go ahead and reinstall your two screws here if you have both of them, one in the front, one in the back. Top here is supposed to have two screws, two larger screws, and like I said, everything should be snapped in. If you got broken clips, which I do, you have to work on trying to get those replaced. If you have enough clips, you can maybe do without, but that's totally your call. Just like with any other projects, if you feel this is too difficult, you should get a professional to do it for you. One cool thing I just realized I forgot to do here, and I'm going to fix this right now, is this little cover is supposed to be on top of this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out the plug, which is very easy to do. I'm going to fit in this cool little thing. Fits in nice and easy. And we're going to put this back in. Where it's going to lock in place. You can see what's torn right here where it went in. It's locked in place, and this will also keep the thing from sliding off. Again, 20 years old. So anyway, pop all the stuff up here. Two screws in the door handle, two screws for the top. Reattach your wood trimming if that's what you have, and jam on. Any questions or issues, I'd be happy to discuss and happy answering your questions. Airbag is here and it's out of the way, so as long as you don't touch that, you should be fine. Again, just like with all tasks, if you don't feel comfortable doing this, you can always get a mechanic to do this for you. To get to the windows, that's even a harder challenge. You have to play with this plastic piece here, the coating. You can see it's been done several times here. Anyway guys, till next time, take care. Bye bye.